Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. Apologies for my absence yesterday. I was actually not absent. I did readings yesterday. I had a little plan. I was going to do some fun readings. Some of you might have heard me make a quip about going to the court of King Arthur. Well, I got distracted on the way there. I felt very called to check in with Catherine, the Princess of Wales energy yesterday, her health, do a little health check-in, and also her situation with Prince William. So I did readings on them yesterday, and they were the darkest readings that I have probably ever done on this channel. And I contemplated for a long time. I actually checked the energy. I did some other off-camera readings, card pulls, spent a lot of time on it. The energy was just atrocious. And so I decided that I would not upload those readings. I, in fact, deleted them. So that's what happened yesterday. Today, we have, and I will, just to finish that little story, I will check in again in the next few days or so, and I will upload whatever lands on the tarot table. But yesterday wasn't the moment for it. We're in dark times in the royal world, and I'm losing my voice as I say that, which is always a clue that we are heading for trouble, Shakespearean levels of trouble possibly, because the little traitor in California, the ginger-haired one, has decided to go really all out in his attacks on his brother, on Prince William. I haven't seen the documentary that dropped on Hulu because I don't have access to it, and I don't particularly want to have access to it. But apparently it was pretty vile from those who have seen it. So I'm basing this reading and comments that I'm making not on my own direct knowledge of what was in that documentary, but on reports from people who have watched it, said that it was pretty much a direct assault against Prince William by Prince Harry. Along the lines of William is jealous of Harry's tremendous success with the Invictus Games. William and his office have briefed relentlessly against the Parkles, the poor innocent Parkles. William has been protected by palace lies, whereas the Parkles were hung out to dry. William's children are at risk, basically. I'm exaggerating there, let's say. That's a snarky comment for legal reasons, but that Harry is the only one that can save them. The snark continues. That apparently was the theme of this documentary that landed on a rival channel to Netflix, took Netflix by surprise, but seemed to be cobbled together. A lot of people speculating that it was provoked, shall we say, by Prince William's refusal to see Harry on that mad dash back to Britain to try and reclaim his royal inheritance, birthright, and Prince William slammed that door shut very, very fast. I don't want to see you, and no, there is no way back for you as a working royal or your wife. So that's why I say we're in Shakespearean territory right now. Treachery, siblings going at each other, all very ugly. The energy that I got yesterday, very, very worrying. The energy that's around this Hulu thing, by the sounds of it, from people who have watched it, also very worrying, very ugly. So I have the ugly little tarot deck on the tarot table for this. The Shadowland Tarot, the worst of the worst kind of energy, projection energy, ugly energy. I'm going to look at this situation from Harry's point of view. What is he on about? What is he up to? Celtic cross. What does he hope to achieve? What has prompted this seeming attack on his brother? All out. People speculate that this is for American audiences. It's an American channel. And this is to paint William as the villain. He's the obstacle to Harry and Meghan going back to some light royaling duties, some light and very lucrative royaling duties. It's all William. William is the villain. Harry, poor innocent Meghan, poor innocent Parkles. And it's sickening. It really is sickening. Some days I come to the tarot table feeling revulsion for the topic that I have to read on, and today is one of those days. But let's remind you, for legal reasons, that this is just tarot, and even if I may feel revulsion, it's for entertainment purposes. It is all my opinion. It is all speculation. I just read energy, sometimes revolting energy, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. So Celtic Cross coming up. Want to know what Harry's on about? What's his problem? What? Ooh, cards are flying. What is behind this? What does he hope to achieve? And what's coming his way? Instant, immediate consequences of this. How does he see his brother? And what are going to be the long-term consequences of this assault on Prince William's character, I would say, from what I have heard? Shall we throw in a famous allegedly and scatter allegedlys all over this just because? It's very windy here today, and my notes have blown off the tarot table. Possibly in my fury, I blew them off and landed on the floor. So I might have to pause and go and scramble on the floor. Usually I have to fetch tarot cards off the floor. Today I might have to go groveling to get my notes. We have the Death card in reverse as our underlying energy. Stuck energy. Refusal to change. Refusal to let go of a narrative, refusal to let go of something that doesn't serve, something that is dead, finished, over, something that should just be let go of, grievances, grudges, a former worldview, status, a relationship, anything like that can be the subject of the Death card, the need to transform, the need to change. When the card is in the reverse, of course, it is refusing to change, refusing to let go of a certain point of view, a certain perspective. Even though the call for radical transformation is very loud. It is also Scorpio energy. There is the father, the king, who seems to have decided that he's just not going to do anything to resolve this situation with Harry. In other words, take him off the royal website, get him off the line of succession, expose the shenanigans that we all suspect are behind all of this weird conflict in the royal family, the Harry and Meghan shenanigans, I suspect, my speculation. But the father, the Scorpio, saying, no, I'm not going to deal with this. You sort it out, William. Your problem. That's the thinking. That's what's coming through for me here. First of all, Harry's energy of, I'm not going to let go of my grievances, my resentment about who got the extra sausage in the big bedroom and the view of the statue in the courtyard and all that rubbish. Not letting go of it. Can't, that immature sense of stunted development, resentment, more than resentment. As I said, it's reached Shakespearean levels now, scary levels. But also the king, there in that card. So let's see, Harry's perspective, situation. Where are we now? What is going on? We got the Nine of Swords. That's interesting because it's somebody who is really worried, very stressed. And what is he worried and stressed about? No way back. Wants to go home. I read this, I see this consistent theme in the readings. Wants to go back to being a royal. Doesn't understand any other form of activity. Is incapable of earning his own keep. Just being one of many, just Harry, not possible, doesn't have the brain, doesn't have the life experience, doesn't have the partner who would be able to guide him successfully through that kind of transition, Death card, to a new life. So opportunity, dad's sick, I know what, I can race back home, I'm so popular, everybody loves me, look, see how successful Invictus is, I can come back to being a royal. No, you can't. Huge anxiety, stress, worry, sleepless nights, oh no. There's a lot of oh no, what have I done in that Nine of Swords, but I don't think it's oh no, what have I done, it's oh no, nasty brother, bully, William, won't let me come back and be the most popular royal again. What is the challenge that Harry is facing? I'm just reading energy, of course. Oh, you see money. 10 of Pentacles. It's all about the money. It's all about the life of luxury and ease. the paid for security, the Metropolitan Police on tap whenever you need them to fly, or not the police, but the helicopter pilot that had to fly to Paris to pick up whatever delicacies Madame felt like during her pregnancy. So wanting back in, 10 of Pentacles, royal family, that wonderful cushy life, castles and forever and ever amen kind of a vibe. This is us, we are here forever, thousands of years we've been at it, we will be, well, I don't think so, but anyway, 10 of Pentacles wants back in, wants the money, needs the money, broke. Lots of speculation that the Pentacles are absolutely destroyed financially. Couldn't happen to a more deserving pair, in my opinion. And of course, this is all just my opinion. So let's see what's going on behind the scenes. Why the sudden attack on Prince William? 7 of Swords. Ooh, that's an interesting card. 7 of Swords is when you get away with something. When it's upright, you run away, you're a coward, you ghost people, you sneak off, you steal things. When it's in reverse, you get exposed. Exposure. Lady C has promised us it's coming. There was, of course, that cryptic comment from Kensington Palace when Archie was allegedly born, that miraculous birth that took place before Meghan Evan went into labour, as you might recall. There was a cryptic comment that came from Kensington Palace and that was quickly deleted, interestingly, at the time. There was also a very hasty separation of the two foundations. I can't remember what it was, but Harry and Meghan in the early days of their beautiful relationship were part of William and Catherine's foundation, the Royal Foundation or whatever it was called, and then suddenly they were removed from it and banished to Frogmore Cottage and their own little foundation, and a very watchful eye on that foundation, as was it Valentine Lowe or Tom Bower. One of them exposed this sort of thinking behind the Pentacles and them being prevented from doing certain things with that foundation that they wanted to do, and them feeling very sour about it. It's interesting that that 7 of Swords in reverse reminds me of all of these old tales from long ago. It seems like lifetimes ago because so much has happened. But we're going back to 2018, 2019. And 7 of Swords in reverse, exposure. So something coming down the pike that the Pentacles are in a panic about. Lots of speculation that is really what's going on. That's why the hasty Sussex website that they scrambled to buy from that guy and upload with bad grammar and typos and inconsistencies and things that would make any copy editor have a nervous breakdown. Let's see what the goal is with this trashing of Prince William in this Hulu-baloo, as I'm calling it. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's again a money card. Pentacles struggling. Upright, the successful independent woman, really, but it's about financial independence. And what have the Pentacles signally failed to achieve in their escape? When they found their freedom, they also found financial ruin, possibly with that 9 of Pentacles in reverse, because that, of course, is financial failure. Lack of independence. Some people speculate that the king is still sliding their money, or people on his behalf are. But whatever is going on, they have failed. Netflix deal seems to be dead in the water. The Chimpo thing also, they're having their annual, what's the word, jolly. There's a much better word that I can't think of. And Harry normally shows up as a, speaker, keynote speaker, whatever he is. Silent on that front, according to the Royal Grift. She follows these things closely. But has been the Invictus Games also apparently a big dud. Might not even happen next year, according to Neil Sean. Neil Sean also hinting that things are heading towards the Pentacles in terms of the website and stuff like that. He's been quite strident recently about karma coming for the delightful couple from Montecito. So let's see what has happened in the recent past to finish this goal, no, goal isn't financial ruin. Goal is trying to remedy the financial ruin that is staring the Pentacles in the face. Let's just finish that thought. Let's go back to the recent past and ask what possibly has happened that caused Harry to attack his brother like this. Allegedly, he has done. The sun, he's had this bit of moment. It's almost like the sun went to his head. That bit of notice and attention in Canada. Oh, Canada, what have you done? It's almost like a touch of the sun. That attention, that notice, that swanning around. Madame in new different finery every 5 minutes. He finally got a TV crew with him interviewing GM, Good Morning America. Hero of the moment, hero of the hour. It's all got a bit much for them. And I think emboldened by all of that glory that was coming their way, possibly also that dash back to Britain. Look at me, I'm the most popular, I'm the beloved son, I'm the prodigal, come back to save you all. No. What's coming towards the has-been? Immediate sort of consequences of this. More attention, more praise, or something more sinister. Ooh. We have an angry Queen of Wands. We have Queen of Wands in reverse. How interesting. We know who that is, Queen of Wands. We can't see her red shoes. We can see her horns, interestingly. Queen of Wands in reverse is a very angry Queen of Wands. Temper tantrums, shouting, screaming, throwing things. Very. And that's interesting. Just have to also put a little pause in there and say that there is another Queen of Wands that has come into my consciousness right now, who's very interesting and I think is going to play a tremendous role in the next few years in holding this whole, I was going to say a rude word. I try not to say too many rude words here, even though I lived in Ireland for a long time and I have a very much enriched vocabulary because of that. But that would be the Princess Royal. Who is a Leo. Just saying. Her energy has just slid in there as a kind of a bass note. But Queen of Wands, mostly the wife, who might, for some reason, just lose her rag. And might lose her rag. She's looking more and more, in my opinion, deranged, and that's not a diagnosis. Really, the day that she spent out lunching and dining with influential ladies while everyone else was going to awards ceremonies or getting ready for awards ceremonies, by the end of the evening when she was showing up in her grey jeans, she looked pretty wired, let's just say. This little crisis that seems to be brewing in the Parkle world, money crisis, failed deals, Harry not succeeding at getting them back into that light and lucrative roiling that they've always had their heart set on. And even though they've started this new Sussex website, the minute the diagnosis was made public of the King's cancer, he's failed to get herself what she needs. We've even had to read articles about she has the most iconic engagement ring of all royal women ever in the history of the universe. That's how desperate things have got. I think she is about to lose her rag big time with him, which is interesting. And so how does Harry view Prince William right now, his brother? How does he view him? King, oh, there is old Big Willie, King of Cups in reverse. He views him in reverse. King of Cups, William, water sign, Cancerian man, views him as, when you get cups in reverse are out of control, all over the place emotionally, can be disloyal, can be manipulative. This is not how I see Prince William. This is how my intuition is telling me that Harry sees Prince William. Controlling, bullying, disloyal, manipulative, out of control. And we of course heard the famous incident of the dog bowl and the broken necklace, which now we speculate might not be true because it was a pocket full of lies, spare, as Harry's lawyers have told the court in the United States. He just lied. So maybe that was all just a big lie. But he sees Prince William as everything but compassionate, loyal, supportive, someone he can count on, someone who's got his back, someone who empathizes, sympathizes, the absolute reverse. What pressure is Harry under right now? Ace of Pentacles. He needs money. He needs a fresh start. He needs abundant a way forward. He needs a guaranteed source of income. He needs a whole new way of earning his income. What other way of earning your income but going back to some light roiling? 10 of Pentacles. So he's in financial trouble and he's all out of ideas. Never did have ideas. I'm sure of that. That's my opinion, of course. So hopes and fears for the has-been. Queen of Swords in reverse. He's worried. He's worried about female energy in particular with that Queen of Swords. That the female energy might just get really ruthless and savage and destroy him, annihilate him. Whether it's the one at home who's already shown up in reverse, Queen of Wands in his near future. Ho ho. Oh, to be a fly on the wall for that scene. But he might be more worried about, in general, Queen of Swords in reverse, things like the Sandringham Agreement that was signed, agreed. I am sure it was signed while the late Queen was around, who's the Queen of Swords. That how do you get out? How do you weasel your way out of that? No chance. He's been reminded forcefully of it. Of that agreement in the press in recent times. The agreement between himself and his father and his brother and his grandmother still stands. How do you overturn it? You can't. Queen of Swords, she stitched him up good. The Queen of Swords and her people, those people around her that weren't the right people, only has-been could pick the right people for her, of course. 70 years on the throne and the brat of a grandson has that to say about her. Whew, to the tower with you and off with your head. But to me, there is other female energy in there. It could again be the Princess Royal. It could even be Queen Camilla. It could just be the collective female energy in the royal family that is like a wall against him. So there's a lot going on with that card. I think he's frightened of women, actually, and very angry at them too, according to some of the rumors we hear about him. But we won't go there now. Outcome for the has-been of this latest attack on his brother. What's going to happen? Page of Swords in reverse. He's going to be getting some hostile communication with that Page of Swords. Something that might have been planned, because the Page of Swords is about strategy, might just be coming towards him. It's not huge, so it's not the great denouement that we're all hoping for, and that keeps us all coming back here day after day. I think it's off the website. Page of Swords is very much websites, internet, that kind of thing. Trolls might be exposed with that Page of Swords in reverse. The flying monkeys might just be outed. The source of the flying monkeys might be outed. It's that kind of energy that's coming through. It's not to the tower, off with your head. It is consequences on internet, on websites, things that have been planned, thought about, talked about. What's the word when you do kind of not role playing, but you play things out. I can't think of the word. but military terms where you go through what if and then this and then that, and you figure it all out how it's going to happen. It's coming. Swords in reverse are never pleasant because they're harsh and calculating and cruel and cold. All the things that he thinks Prince William is, King of Cups in reverse, all of those things are coming towards him. And it's interesting because inevitably in life the energy that you put out does ultimately come back and bite you in the behind if it's not very nice energy. And I think that is what's has been the way. The Sussex website might even be in trouble at some stage as well, because Angry Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords in reverse, the two don't add up to much success online, shall we just say. So there it is, all motivated by financial woes, really, and the risk and fear of exposure, and also big giant ego over there. The Sun card there, all about me. So that is the reading. Deep breath. I'm going to go and look now at how Prince William might be feeling and what he might do as a result of this latest outrage.